So the Amish are known for having large families, but where do Amish mothers give birth to their babies? So there are three main places. First one would be the hospital. This is still, a common place for many Amish mothers to have their babies. There's certain factors that influence that. If they're more progressive Amish, if it's a first birth, or, especially if there's a potential medical issue involved, if it's a higher risk case, those are things that would increase the likelihood of Amish having their children in the hospital. Number two, though, would be having the baby at home, with the help of a midwife. These can be Amish midwives. They can be non-Amish midwives who tend to deliver a lot of babies in Amish communities. There's a number of women like that. Why do the Amish like giving birth at home? Well, there's a few reasons there. One would be it tends to be lower cost. When you're having typically, 6, 8, 10 children, sometimes more than that, as an Amish mother, and you don't have traditional insurance, this can make a big difference for Amish families. You may be talking about a bill that's more likely in the hundreds of dollars rather than the thousands. Another thing is the at-home setting. Amish mothers and families tend to appreciate being able to have their babies in the comfort of the home and in an Amish setting, rather than in a cold, conventional hospital building. You tend to pay more attention to comfort naturally if you're doing something 10 times rather than just once or twice. Your local non-Amish midwife, all things being considered, who works with the Amish, would tend to better understand Amish culture than, say, a hospital worker in a city hospital. So third thing would be so they can be near family. When you rely on the horse and buggy, this can make a difference. Rather than being off in a distant hospital, having your family near you as you welcome a new life into the world, the Amish value that. Being in that local community environment, they can get help from the extended family as well. So there are a number of reasons why some Amish prefer at-home birth. But there's also a third option, and this is sort of an in-between, and that's the birthing center. Some, Amish areas will have birthing centers which are geared towards serving Amish and plain mothers. Places like Holmes County, Ohio, that community, northern Indiana, you'll find these centers. So this is a separate location where you go to have the baby, where they'll have typically midwives. Some of them will have nurses and even doctors on staff, though not all. They'll have facilities that are closer to a more conventional medical setting, but it's, more plain friendly, more Amish kind of oriented than a conventional hospital. And that may be in the staff that they have there, again, with their knowledge. That may be in the decor of the place. Also on the price. There are less expensive options than, say, a conventional hospital. One example of this would be the Mount Eaton Care Center in Wayne County. This would be the Holmes in Wayne County, Ohio community. That center has delivered over 12,000 plain babies, Amish, Mennonite, in 36 years. So, there's some risks when you're delivering at home or even in some of the birthing centers because, you're farther from a doctor and, medical technology that you might need if something goes wrong. But that's something that those Amish accept. Thanks for listening. I will talk to you soon.